Hi, District 289 viewers. This is Mrs. Gehant, 8th grade social studies at Northbrook School. Today's activity, I am taking a break from social studies and I'm going to dip a little bit into math and a little bit into science. So something that's incredibly simple. What you're looking at here is what we're going to accomplish in about 5 minutes. You can have a little bit of family competition. I know I've got 8th graders who are at home battling with kindergartners and 1st grade siblings. This is something, it is so basic that all grade levels, all ages, you can get mom and dad in on it too. So what you're looking at is just a really easy inchworm. And so really basic materials. Probably the most unique piece will, if you have access to a straw, which my 8th graders know, I hooked y'all up, so you're good. But what you're gonna have by the time you're done with it is a little tiny inchworm. And then you guys can have a little competitive race, and I'll talk about that, and we can throw some math in, we can throw some science in too. Okay, so first thing that you'll need, just any old random sheet of paper. I'm not going to be specific on dimensions, but this is just an 8.5 by 11. 8.5 by 11. And so I am just going to eyeball, you just guess or estimate how wide do you want it to be. I'm going to say like 1.5-ish. Okay, so 1.5-ish, what you end up with is just a simple strip of paper, nothing special. Okay, so let me walk you through the steps here real slow. Step number 1, let me back it up. You're going to take our piece of paper, our strip, and just fold it into a half. Okay, so we folded it in half. I'm gonna look at it again really quick. Okay, find the two ends, give it a good crease. Boom, we just folded it into halves. Okay, we're gonna open it back up. If I was in class, I'd tell my 8th graders these are like the wings. You're gonna fold the wings in to the middle line, to the center line, give it a crease. You're gonna fold the other wing in to the middle line and give it a crease. And then I'm gonna ask you to do it one more time even. We're gonna take that wing, you're gonna take it to the middle line and crease. You're gonna take it to the middle line and crease. When you open it back up, you've got your inchworm, more or less. So then what you want to do, get your hands on a marker, give it a little facial expression. I just popped a couple eyes, throw a smiley on it, okay? And then here we go. We've got this guy. You need a straw. And so just random straw, no big deal. And then you just get to manipulate and start to play around with it. Figure out like what works best. But then you just give it a shot. And then he goes. Okay, so here comes the math and the science. Just play away, you don't have to, but if you want to keep watching, here comes the math and the science. A little bit of math, okay? A little bit of math, you just take your strip, and we're going to talk fractions really quick, okay? You have your whole strip, whatever length you want to make it, length and width. Just fold it and find your half, open it back up. You've got 1/2, 1/2, okay? And then it makes a whole. We're going to take it a step further. So we folded it into half, and then we took our wings, and then we folded it one more time. Now you're looking at quarters. 1/4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same sheet of paper, but now it has 4 segments or 4 pieces with it. We're going to do one more step. Okay, we found our half, and we opened it up, and then we folded it to the middle, which was our 4ths, and then we folded it just one more time. We opened that fella back up. And now you've got 8ths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is your little worm that's gonna go, but you're looking at fractions, taking a whole and then breaking it into segments. The other math that you can do with this, if you wanna be precise. If you wanna be precise, you're going to need tape, you're gonna need a tape measure or a ruler, whatever we got. To be precise, I decided I was going to go with nice, easy to work with round numbers. And so length and width is going to be 1 inch by 10 inches because it's easy to manipulate those numbers and multiply them up or divide them down. Okay, so then here we go. You can make your worm out of this 1 inch by 10 inches, see how it moves. But then you can take it larger. So let's put these two together. Okay, you can go larger. So instead of 1 by 10, I decided to go 1.5 by 15. Okay, a little bit of math here, it's a multiplier. I took our base strip and then I multiplied it by 1.5, and that gets us to 1.5 by 15 inches. Here's our original strip. Okay, if you want to mess with it, you can take it down. So you'd multiply it by 0.5. So again, original dimensions is 1 by 10 inches. This one's going to end up being 0.5 by 5 inches. Same story, fold it in half, fold it again, fold it one more time, and you're going to end up with your worms. So last bit, here comes the science with it. This is your opportunity if you want to experiment. If you want to come up with a hypothesis. Hypothesis is just an educated guess. You have to keep all of your information constant, all your materials constant, your dimensions constant, but you can change one variable. So I'm going to give you 3 examples here. One example is your regular inchworm. Your variable, I want to manipulate the size. I'm still going to fold it the same. I'm still going to use the same materials. It's just a different color. But you want to keep all of your other factors the same and only change one variable. So which guy is going to move the fastest? Big, middle, or teeny tiny small? Is that going to be fast and furious? Do you have an idea or do you have a prediction? Okay, that's one variable that you can manipulate. Another variable that you can manipulate, you have to keep this one all the same sizes, all the same dimensions, but then you can manipulate your straws. You want to use the traditional straw? Do you want to use, I don't know if you guys can see this better. I got like a skinny itty bitty straw. Same story, but you just are changing one factor to see which one can move fastest. Last thing that you can change if you want to make a hypothesis, same dimensions, same straw the entire time, your type of paper. I have cardstock, which is a little heavier, or I have just your typical flimsy paper. Okay, if you have a theory or hypothesis that you would like to test, okay, this instance, color doesn't matter. That doesn't influence it at all. These are all the same dimensions. I could use the same straw with all 3 of them. The one factor I did change, these 2 are cardstock. This guy is just normal paper. Okay, try it yourself and find out. Record your findings, compete with your family members, develop a strategy, and see who can come out on top. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope to see my 8th graders soon. All right, bye.